So in this video, we're going to talk about things that birth partners can do to help before and during labour. So obviously before labour commences, you will have created your birth plan, and this is something your birth partner can help with, because if they've been to antenatal classes with you before or hypnobirthing classes before, they'll have a good understanding of the birth process and techniques to use. So they can help you to write the birth plan so that you're both in this together, working together, and you both understand what it is that you want and what it is you're going to try and do to get the birth desired outcome that you want. So here are some other examples of what the birth partner can be doing while in labour. So they can know what to expect in labour. So a lot of the time, if your birth partner is unprepared and they don't know what to expect, at every twist and turn throughout the process, they can add an extra level of stress to the mum or partner that is giving birth, and this can then upset them, and that obviously then sets them into the fright mode. So obviously that's not going to be helpful. So they need to be where they feel like they're also in control and they know the birthing process. They can also help with timing the contractions, so that if it is you begin in labour at home, then they will be able to help you time your contractions if you're otherwise occupied, going in yourself, focusing on your breath and meditating maybe. They can help time your contractions so that you know maybe how far into labour you are if you are starting at home. They can also be the ones to bring the comfort measures, such as if they want to bring you food or something to drink, or you want a warm blanket, or all those physical things that you might want throughout birth. The birth partner is the ideal person to be able to run around and collect all those things and prepare food, prepare drinks and everything like that, so they feel like they are of some use during birth, because obviously they're not the ones giving birth. They can often feel like they're just in the corner and they're not of any use. So by giving them jobs obviously ahead of time, that they know when you're in labour, if you want those things or you want those comfort measures and items, they can go and get them, and that makes them feel like they are useful during the birth process. It is also super useful that they know that what the birthing person's preference is, so they can advocate for their birthing partner, because often, as I say, when you're in labour and you go inwards and you go more into yourself and you're focusing on your breath, then often it's hard to then advocate for yourself if you're feeling very vulnerable, which is a great way. If the birthing partner does this, it just feels a lot more that they're helping you to advocate for the birth that you want. Another thing a birth partner could be doing is they could be providing massage and gentle strokes, so that they are helping to relax the birthing person. So again, this is they can be providing a back massage, like a little relaxation massage, or it could be between contractions. They can be doing little tickle massages on the arms or the legs to help mum come back down to a level so that she's ready to be prepared, ready for the next contraction. So that's something that the birth partner can do really quite easily. If they know the routine ahead of time, they could be doing that throughout labour if that is what the birthing person wants. Another amazing part of being a birth partner is that they can provide positive affirmations and encouragement to keep going. So this is actually key part of being a birth partner, is that you can provide, reassurance and enthusiasm and persistence to say you can do it, keep going, you're doing great, remember to breathe, counting for 8, whatever it is. They can be there to encourage mum to be to keep reminding herself when she feels like she's not coping any longer. A birth partner can actually help extend the effect of not having a pain relief, let's say, because of their using their mindset to help encourage them to keep going. A birth partner is also great for helping mum move into different positions ready for pushing. So because often a birth partner can be used to lean on, or just to be there right close to them to give them a cuddle, but also help them move from position to position, because obviously by this point it might get really uncomfortable, that they feel like they struggle to move around. That's a great way a birth partner can help, by helping them move into those different positions right at the end of labour. A birth partner can also help by counteracting the pain almost during labour. So it could be that they could be obviously squeezing their hand, so that it feels like they can feel that grit in their hands, which is then passed on the birth partner, which is maybe not the most enjoyable experience for them, but it feels like a counteraction for the pain that they are in. The same if they wanted to do hip squeezes on the back, because that that pressure of pushing on the hip area and the lower back, that counter pressure can often take away the pain of the labour contraction. It's almost as if the birth partner is taking some of the pressure and the pain away from the birthing person. So that's a great tool for birth. And lastly, one of the best parts I think of probably of being a birth partner is that if they want to, they can cut the cord, and that can be such a special moment for them, that they get to cut the cord. It can just feel like such a special experience for them. That is if they want to. It's just a great part of being part of that birth. It's almost like a signal that that is the end and the baby is here. So that's a great thing for birth partners to do, to really feel like they have been involved within the labour.